Pops Peters, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Boston Red Sox and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Crochet back to work. That one fouled off. Peters recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. And ball one.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
In the air, right field. Abreu should have this one. And it's caught for the out.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Ray.
One out, bases empty.
First baseman number one, Pop
Peters turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and there are two outs.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Swings and misses. That's strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Missed with a changeup, and now it's even 1-1. Base hit, one run is in. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to fight now, especially with runners on base.
I mean, full. We're tied. Base is empty, one away. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Pops Peters. Swung on, belted. That's back. Gone. Big Dog's gotta eat. His 16th homer of the year, and that gives him the lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Close one, doesn't get the call, and that's ball one. This one in the air. Perdomo. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Hunter Bishop, the next to hit, takes ball one. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
One ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the DH, Tyler Fitzgerald. In there for strike one.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Goes down looking. Giants are down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. And we're back. Bottom 4, and here is Brett Wisely. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, these Giants just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Now a chance for Jung-Hoo Lee. Fouled off. He was late. Pitch misses there, and 1-1. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
He came out mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Next to hit, Elliot Ramos. And first offering is fouled off. And that is out of play. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop. Now an outfield. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Giants down in order. They're down 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
The designated hitter, Bob Peter.
Roop back to work. Hot shot to third. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Chapman.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Walked his first time. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The Giants still looking for their first hit in this one. Flores with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Toss to Naylor, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt. Swing and a miss, strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Giants nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Reed-Foley. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now up next for Arizona, Pops Peters. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Hit hard on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first. That's it out. So 1 out, nobody on. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters. He's already homered here in this one. Out to short, Adames. Throws across the diamond. Now to Peters with a respectable game both at the plate. Pops Peters getting locked in, leading his squad at OPS this season. All eyes. Next hit for Arizona, Pops Peters. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, just threw that fastball by and elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. And he's got a double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
He's trying for third. A swing and a soft liner. And a base hit right there. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well done, drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get into motion.
On the ground, Adames sends it across to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. 1 out, bases empty. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. This is Corbin Carroll. Pickoff throw. Peters dives back in, but they got him. Peters with a nice showing despite the loss.
I really like how he looked in this one, Boog. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan.
Pops Peters getting locked in, leading his squad at OPS this season. Back here at Oracle Park, digging in, Pops Peters.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one fouled off. Webb with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Line drive. Roll picked out of the dirt. Body save. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. Move to first. Peters back in on a dive.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
First offering. Runner goes. Swing and a ground ball. And it's through for a hit. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for a 0-2 count.
That one is absolutely belted. Dives. What a play. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and a 2-1 ball game now. Willy Adames stands in. Two down, nobody on. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
The first base number 1, Peters.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. You'll hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Now up next for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. First and second, two down. Top half of inning number 4.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. He's got it, and that's the third out. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Score remains 2-2. Here's Andrew Knizner.
Catcher, Andrew Knizner.
And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So one hit. Runners at first and second with one gone.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Ground ball, could be 2. To second, there's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. And now it's Hunter Bishop. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the 9th, and now the first baseman, Pops Peters.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Next offering is in the dirt. High fly ball down the left field line. Into the corner, but foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Go ahead run on base. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And the pitch. Runner on the go. Zach bunt towards third. Bare hand scoop. Fires to first. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
Go ahead run is at third. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. With the go-ahead run at third, here at the top of the ninth. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Long run, tracks it down. Here comes the runner from third.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Squeezes it, and that's the third out.
Well, this guy can...
2 on, 1 out. And now, Andrew Knizner.
Catcher, Andrew Knizner.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Double play, and we're headed to extra innings. So they can't. Peters with a good game to help lift them to the win.
I really liked how he looked in this one. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed.
Pops Peters, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming your way next. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Carlos Correa. On the ground, could be 2. 1 and second.
He's out.
How about that double play?
Batting ninth.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
What a stop from his knees. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
But he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond to first.
Peters swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. High fly ball out to center field. Buxton moves under it. And there's 2 away. And here comes Carlos Correa. Taps softly to the right side. Peters takes it to the bat. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Inning over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Louis Varland.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Varland, 6'1" righty, 205 pounds, and he's playing today in his home state of Minnesota. Movement in the bullpen, Justin Topa warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's
runner on the move, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. In the dirt. Throw to third. Too late. Safe. Double steal. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Walner tracks it down for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. To the right side, Clemens. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And now the first baseman, Ty France. Kicks and fires. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Pops Peters. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer, both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Hit in the air, left field. Larnach should have this one. Puts it away for the out. Peters did okay for them in this one.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win.
Pops Peters has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, and now the DH, Pops Peters. And that's fouled off. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1.
You know, these D-backs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been shaking.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone! That ball was crushed. He'll touch them all. His 17th of the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Designated hit up. Peters.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. That smash towards center. And it's the catch. And that'll do it. No runs. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Pops Peters. He's already homered in this game. Smoked into left, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Runner takes off in the dirt. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Peters really stood out in this win.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
Pops Peters with another opportunity to put his skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid is future star. Back at Target Field and starting this one, Pops Peters. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Harrison Bader, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering upstairs. The D-backs would get a big boost from a win in this one, so close to the end of the season. To the right side. Handles, throws to first. One up, one down.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Ty France, the batter now as he swings and is for strike one. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Boog, you mentioned how critical this game is for them. They haven't locked anything up yet, so they can't afford to be giving games away. A win would be huge in this one.
Lays out and makes the play.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Two down, bases empty. Here's Royce Lewis. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. That's out to center field. Perdomo sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Fastball for a strike. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. 0-2 now. Stays alive. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Carlos Correa in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
So now the DH spot, David Fry. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Second inning here, no score. Next offering upstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Nothing doing here for the Twins. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the rookie DH, Pops Peters. Paddock back to work. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Peters launched a homer in his most recent game. And there's a foul ball. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. Peters leads off second with nobody out. Runner on the go again. In there for strike three. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jake McCarthy. The 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
For the Twins, the second baseman,
Right side. Carroll gets under it. Nabs it. And there's one down. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Fought off foul. Jeffers, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. Strike two.
Oh, it's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is downstairs. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Twins guy, Harrison Bader.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one's in there. And it's 0-2. Got him swinging.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
France in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Now 1-1.
1-1.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Late on that fastball.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance. Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Cole Sands.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Sands, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. Action in the pen down there. Louis Varland warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles, lots, and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable.
To first, and he breaks for second. Tries to get back and save. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength.
Runner goes again. Ball outside. Throw to second. Save. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Runner goes again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Wallner. 1 down. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Runner takes off. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Going back. And it hits the fence. Throws to second. And in there with a double off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Comes through with the RBI. A lot of times in today's game, fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Correa now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, these Twins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for him yet.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the DH, David Fry. That one a little bit high, and that ball 1. And another ball. Correa gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. Onto the warning track, and he hauls it in.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll snags it for the second out. Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. Hit hard on the ground is short. Toss to Naylor. That ends it here 4-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Peters back to work. That one in there across the letters. Wallner measures 6 feet 4 inches, 220 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Gurriel handles the chance.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Strike 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Backdoor cutter right there, if you will, and he got the call. According to the electronic strike zone, it was a little off the plate, but I'd say it was a nice job by the catcher just to receive that and present it to the umpire to make.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Diamondbacks. And we're back. And now the DH, Pops Peters. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Danny Coulombe warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Topa also throwing. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over.
2 outs, runner at first. Next to hit for Arizona, Hops Peters.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Comes up empty.
0-2 is the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gurriel, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Nicky Lopez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And down on strikes. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Diamondbacks 10 and the Twins nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. John Curtis.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Nicky Lopez. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That one lines softly the other way. It'll fall into left field for a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Makes the grab, and that is that. Peters was tremendous at the plate in this ball game and did well on the mound too.
He was a major contributor offensively.
Pops Peters comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Now it's the rookie DH, Pops Peters, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Right side, hard hit. Toss to Huff. Ends the inning after they racked up a Peters with an impressive show of speed in his last game, swiping 3 bags. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Those 3 stolen bases in his last game, man, he made it look easy.
Didn't you swipe 3 bags in a game against the Tigers once?
Yeah, that was a fun game for me, but not so much for Brandon Inge, who was behind the dish that day.
And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. Kicks and fires. Way high there. And that's ball 1. Upstairs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time getting up.
Out to short. Throws to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Miller back to work. On the ground, right side. Toss to Huff. 1 up, 1 down. And the batter now, Pops Peters. 0 for 3 in this one. Really interesting to see him continuing his career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Here comes the 0-1. That one missed. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Not in time. It's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner takes off in the left side. Ramos gliding in towards the infield. And the inning is over. Peters had a decent showing in this one.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible.
Pops Peters getting locked in, leading his squad. Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. 1 out, bases empty. Towards first. Gloves it on the dive. Nicely done for the out.
Wow. That will be a highlight. That was incredible.
Now up next for Arizona, Pops Peters.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jake McCarthy. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt. And he steals third without a throw. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Peters at third with 2 away. Grounds one to short. Adames the throw to first. And that is the inning. So 2 down. Bryce Eldridge, the next Giant to hit. On the ground to first. And it gets by him.
Now back, first baseman, Bob Peters.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
To short, could be 2. Here's Marte for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. 2 outs, base is empty.
The first baseman, Bob Peters.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fly ball down the line. Ramos makes the play, and the inning is over. Starting to run out of. Back here in the desert, and the batter will be the shortstop, Willy Adames. And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Peters played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win.
Not one to put on the
Pops Peters has been a constant force at the plate. So 2 down. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one hit to right. And that is that. Go ahead, run on base. And now it's Hunter Bishop. And he grounds one to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that is the inning. Glove side, but it gets through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And now the DH, Blaze Alexander. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone! That ball was crushed. 3rd home run of the season, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-1.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Jung-Hoo. Left-hand batter waits. Grounder might be 2. Off-balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings and misses. And that's strike one. Up the middle, Adames. And that is that. No runs, one hit. 2 outs, nobody on. Willy Adames stands in. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. Peters with an okay game in the win.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for
Pops Peters, former first-round pick, gearing up. The promising young prospect will certainly play a key role in this one. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. 1 down, runner at third. Peters, the next to hit. He's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. This is Corbin Carroll. 4 runs already in the frame here in game 1 of this 3-game set. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Squirts away a little bit. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. On the ground to the left. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. The tag out. Nobody out. Runner at first. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
You know, these D-backs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game.
Turner, the toss to second. How about that double play?
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
That one lifted to left. Kepler. And he makes the catch. And there's two down. Runner at first with two away. And here is Pops Peters. A switch hitter batting right. Swing and a miss. Chris, you look at it. These are the spots where guys can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Peters kept the hitting streak going in this one. Had a single and an RBI.
Not one to put on the person.
Pops Peters currently on a 10-game hitting streak. All right, ready to go here. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. Top of the zone for a strike. And we are underway. That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering way upstairs. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in, so hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
2 out, space is empty. Swing at a ground ball, and there's a hit.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive, and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is going to go. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Nick Castellanos now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Just missed. Castellanos working through some struggles lately. So now 1-2.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So they get 2. And we're back. Top of the 2nd. And stepping in is the speedy Edmundo Sosa. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike one.
One ball, one strike.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Weston Wilson now at the plate. And that is out of play. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now it's Alec Bohm. First pitch, and he just misses.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
And that misses. And that's ball 2. Two down, nobody on. And that one popped in the air, left field. McCarthy settles under it and puts the squeeze on that one. Back here in the desert, on to the third inning. Now here is JT Realmuto. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Out to center. McCarthy makes the catch for the out. Trey Turner at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Turner, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. That to right. Carroll makes the grab. 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs. And a curveball is just outside. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And that extends the inning for Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper up now. I think one of my favorite moments from his 2024 season was his soccer-style celebration after he hit a home run in London.
Is that when we went with the knee slide?
Exactly. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 1 down. Pops Peters digs in now. Swings through that one. 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
In the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. Puts it away for the out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Peters back to work. A little bit high, maybe. And that's ball one.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. And that just misses. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's way high. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Del Castillo. Throws to first. Not in time, and he reaches safely. So a man at first. And here is Sosa to the plate. Ouch.
Well, right now he's thinking, man, I wish that would have been an off-speed pitch, but instead a fastball, and you can tell that hurts a little bit.
That's out to center field. McCarthy trying to get there. He's got it. 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Boom. In the box now. No balls and a strike. Fouled off. He was late. 2 on, 2 outs. That misses. And it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll coming on. And that is that. Bottom of the 4th.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Back here at Chase Field at the plate. Pops Peters.
Pop Peters.
Peters, just 21 years old. And he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, these Diamondbacks, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Now tries to get back, but they slap the tag on him at second. 2 down. Base is empty. Peters kept the hitting streak alive.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him.
Pops Peters, such an exciting player. So runner at second, 2 down. Peters will hit next. Ball one there. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. High fly ball out to left field. Kepler drops into the glove, and that is that. And we're back. We head bottom of the fifth. Now it's going to be Pops Peters. Wheeler back to work. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Slice the other way and foul. 0-2 now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw. Tag. Ow! A bullet from JT Realmuto. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
You know, these D-backs finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to...
Pops Peters is getting ready to go. He's already showing signs of why many are calling him one of the most promising young talents this season. Back here at Chase Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Pops Peters. Yamamoto back to work.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine. Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime.
Yamamoto picks over. Peters dives back in safely. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Gosh, that's just a terrible jump right there off first base. It really cost him. And it wasn't even a great throw, but it still allowed him to slap the tag on him just in time. Boogie looked like it was you running or something. When you get off the blocks that poorly, you've got to be willing to shut it down and get back to first.
Oh, it is it. Still manages a throw. Save. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me.
Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop, Tim Hall.
So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Betts whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Man at first, one away. Yates, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And a base hit up the middle. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swings, and this one's flared. And it's in there. Base hit. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swung on, belted. Pajes going back. And he brings it into the warning track. Runners tag up from second and third. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly, and they lead by 2. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. On the ground, right side, and that one handled. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Pops Peters. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. That one down the line. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here comes a pitch. He's trying for third. Caught him looking for the K. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a run through 8 full. It's the Diamond. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. In the air, right side of the infield. Marte should have it. But the first baseman gets there instead. And there's one away. Peters kept the hitting streak going in this one. A 4-hit ball game, always impressive.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters.
Pops Peters comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. Towards first. Peters steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down. 1 down. And now the first baseman, Pops Peters. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
This one popped up. Betts settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. First and second, 2 down.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
That one ripped. And that ends the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 3 innings. Bottom of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Pops Peters. May back to work. Headed down the line. Hernandez ranging after it. Room, and he makes the catch.
1 pitch, 1 out. Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
To first, that's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Gets off a throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. And the lead is up to 5.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with the hit in every game. I mean, he run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
Here goes the runner. That one the other way. Throw on to Freeman. 2 away down. So 2 on with 2 away. Stepping in, Geraldo Perdomo. And that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
2 outs, bases full. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning and stops. So back to the top of the order. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Peters kept the hitting streak alive. Singled and knocked in a run.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win.
Pops Peters has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting average. So 2 down. Now up next for Arizona, Pops Peters. Peters measures 6 feet 6 inches, just 21 years old, a former first-round pick in 2024. Foul ball there. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. To third. Muncy sends it to first. That's out number 3. 1 out, bases empty. Ohtani was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. And first offering is fouled off. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Peters now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Out to center. Edman in position. And that is that. Peters had a game to forget.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down.
Back here in San Diego, and today on the hill, Pops Peters. Been a pretty impressive first year in the big league for him.
Well, he's a Rookie of the Year candidate, and what I'm impressed by is his ability to make quick adjustments. The control and command has been there, something you don't see in young pitchers, but I think he's got more than just Rookie of the Year potential, but perhaps a Cy Young in the future.
Luis Arias, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a strike. Ground ball right side. A sliding stop. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Iglesias.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Runner at first with no outs here. That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Line to left. And that gets down for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now would be out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough.
First and second. No outs. Here's Manny Machado. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. You know, Boog, Petco Park seems to be transforming into Machado's castle. I mean, nobody's hit more home runs in this ballpark. And Machado passed Adrian Gonzalez for the top spot on the list in 2020.
First and second, no outs. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him looking. Machado is gone, and there's one away.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. Just missed.
Good action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is going to go. He flexes his power with that swing. His 31st home run of the season, and they add to their lead.
Down the middle of the plate, percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Rosario jumps out of the way of ball one. And that's way high, and it's 2-0. And that's in for a strike. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now. 2 outs. Base is empty. Xander Bogaerts getting ready to hit. Gets the call. Strike 1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Two outs, base is empty. Swings and misses. Inning over. Although now up next for Arizona, Pops Peters. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Two outs. This one in the dirt.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Left field, way back there. That's back. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. He'll circle the bases. His 18th home run of the season. It's 4-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Luis Campusano leading things off and takes a strike. And that misses. At 1-1.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a pop-up. Marte hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Jason Hayward. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hayward with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Arise swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Center field, McCarthy
I got it.
makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That one fouled off. The pitch.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Right side, Marte tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. That one a little bit high, and that is ball one. He swings and fouls one off. Well, Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
2 strike.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. 1 out, base is empty.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well.
And Manny gets a piece. Here's your 1. And ball 1. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground to third. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the.
The bat, number 1. Designated hitter, Bob Peter.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This one in the air, center field. Bogaerts makes the catch, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
Foul ball there.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Ground ball left side. Suarez throw to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Eggy Rosario. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop.
Xander to the plate now. He played in the Seoul Series to open the 2024 season.
Such a cool experience for both teams, Boog. For Bogaerts, it was the 5th country he's played in since joining Major League Baseball. He had the chance to play in the London Series with the Red Sox in 2019 and in the Mexico City Series with the Padres in 2023.
To the right side, Marte in plenty of time to first. Bogaerts retired. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Offense held in check there. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Eduardo Rodriguez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 9-7.
Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Ground ball left side could be 2. Bogarts to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jake McCarthy. Pickoff throw, and he's back in on a dive.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
There goes the runner. On the ground, Iglesias. They get 1 to second, tag safe. So they get one at first but can't complete the double play. Go ahead run on base. And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brings it in, and that's the third out.
This guy competes.
Peters was fantastic with the bat in this ball game and had a solid showing on the mound, too. Pops Peters, fresh off an impressive 2. And the batter now, Pops Peters. A big part of the game yesterday afternoon as he knocked in 6. Swing and a miss. 4-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Ground ball right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and they can't get the out. This is Corbin Carroll.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Runner takes off. Tags the runner for 1. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. First and second, 2 down. Oh, that hit him. Not in time. He's safe. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. On the ground to third, Machado. They get the force out to escape a base. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Fouled off. He was late.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just
swung on, belted. Merrill, long run on his horse. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. As a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll.
Runner.
Now they've got him in a rundown. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. Pops Peters, the next to hit.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Out to short, Bogarts. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. Peters with some solid production in the win.
I really liked how he looked in this one.
Pops Peters getting locked in, leading his squad in OPS this season. So 2 down, Pops Peters. Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. On the ground, right side. Arise. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning. And 1 out, bases empty. And that's fouled off. Peters, in his rookie season, just 21 years old. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Slings to first, 2 away now. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Tatis waits to the right side, and he takes it himself for the out. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Sheets leads off first with 1 away. Soft contact in the air. Oh, he gloves it.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
And first offering is fouled off. Marinaccio, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. 1 down, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. He'll touch them all. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 3-2.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Peters was a real bright spot despite the loss. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. So almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab in this one, Corbin Burnes.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Swing and a ball popped up. Marte should have it. But the first baseman gets there instead. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense. And at first. And now Pops Peters. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't...
That one ripped left field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. And here it comes. That's out to center field. Outman. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging from second and third. Way at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And it's a one-run game. One down, runner at third. And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. The tying run is in to score from third.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Snell back to work. Swing and a ball popped up. Freeman sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. One down. Bottom of the seventh. And now the first baseman, Pops Peters. Outside. And that's ball one.
Well, these Diamondbacks showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Strike two.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
And there's a ball. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of. It's pretty early.
in the second game of this division series. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Pops Peters. Ohtani back to work. And a foul ball. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
That one ripped right center field. Gone! That ball was crushed. And this place is rocking. And this game is tied. It's 1-1.
He just sparked this out in a big way. What a swing. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carried. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
On the ground, could be two. The throw to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Pops Peters. And first offering is fouled off. Out there to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brings it in. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off.
Well, one of the goals in the postseason is to split on the road and play very well at home.
Just about set, and today on the hill, Blake Snell.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And first offering is fouled off.
Blake Snell on the mound today, and everyone knows he's got a great shoe collection, but his trophy cabinet's pretty full as well. He's won multiple Cy Young awards, one in the American League with the Rays and another in the National League with the Padres.
Throw on to Freeman, and there's 2 away. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Snell back to work. Fly ball center field, Outman. Puts it away for the out. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. And first offering is fouled off. Grichuk, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. That is strike two. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Hernandez quickly throws it in. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with two out. So the batting order turns over. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll. Two outs. Swing and a bouncer. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Boy, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they're in a position to do so.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Snags it on the run. And that's the third out. One down. Now up next for Arizona, Pops Peters. 1 for 3. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. One down. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Pops Peters. Singing Game 5 at elimination spot, and the spotlight is focused on this guy.
Everybody looks to the star players in big games like this, and this is what you get paid for. Time to come through.
Outman gets under it, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. And it's fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
That missed by a lot. And the count even 1-1.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
On the ground right side, and foul ball. Brothers at the corners, 1 away. Here in Game 5 of the NLDS. Ground ball up the middle. Nice stop. The feed for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. This is Corbin Carroll. Runner takes off. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, 2 outs. Runner takes off, and that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. 2 outs. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Well, all tied up again, and that's a pretty rough way to give up a lead. It's just kind of a gut punch for the entire team to issue the free pass right there.
That's ripped into the outfield. Brings it in. Runner tags for third. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-2. They take the lead.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
swing and a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Eddie Diaz. Runner on the go in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the late stages of Game 5. Dives back and he's out. And here's the first baseman, Pops Peters. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early.
To first, and he breaks for second. Now they've got him in a rundown. And they tag him out.